Folks, it is about 8.5 hours since I was on stream for 16 hours. We are now back. Got some sleep. We are going to figure out what the hell is wrong with this freaking crazy Isaac Chim simulator. Let me just check one DM. Okay, we got that. That's fine. Maybe we can actually do something with this. We'll just do this. Maybe some people, the new joiners, we start a puffer. That would be good. Let me get Restream open so I can actually see. Morning. Back at dev. Man. I got some tea. I'll wake up very shortly. So, this thing seg faults on second render. Hey, Captain. This is what we got done yesterday. It loads the robot in. I think that was quick enough for you to see. I'll do it again. This is Isaac Jim. So it loaded the first frame in. I actually saw it the previous time. I've got a color randomizer on it. So that actually ran. But then the second time you call render, it crashes for some reason. Even if you don't do anything else, if you just call render twice, it crashes. Let me see if I can find, if I can at least pause it so you can see it properly. Yeah. So I'll just put a breakpoint right here. Okay, so here's Isaac. Here is Isaac Jim. You can see that there are other robots around here. You can see they're all going to be in this one scene. I can't click anything in this UI because, it's not stepping this live. But we have all the bot pieces loaded in. Yeah, this thing, it really doesn't like when you pause an app like this. Stupid. Humanoid. We've got the bots in here. So the question is, why does calling render twice fail this? First thing will just be to see if GPT has this indexed. Enabling render all camera sensors. Draw viewer. Makes the issue go away. Jeez. Let me think. Graphics disable camera sensors. Oh, is this it? Hold on. So we have create sim, and then we create the viewer. We set the up and we set the camera. And then in render, viewer is closed. Step graphics draw viewer. Would you mind looking at latest run curves? Yep. Gladly. Presumably this is versus. Very nice. Is this your shot accuracy? I imagine because it starts very low, this is your shot accuracy. Shots fired. Weapons pickup. How do they have 1.0 weapon pickup? Is this just you start them with a weapon or something? Break time, heavy break time. Distance, train distance. Is this one update epoch? This looks good either way. Gotta get this faster. 200K. Gotta get faster. We got neural MMO close to 500. Other than that, you're good. This looks like you got a pretty stable environment. Good job. I got, by the way, there's going to be a thing in a couple of weeks. I don't know if you're interested. I almost don't want to tell you about it because I'd rather have you do science side stuff on Puffer, but I figured you'd be interested. So you've been seeing me work on this for a while, and I've come to the conclusion that their engine just is not fast. Madrona really isn't great for this because they've got like such a variable number of cars and you need to have the same number per scene. So unless there's a way around that, I don't think this is a good fit for this. So we are discussing with them porting this thing to C native. And then they'd be able to have demos on the web. It would be way faster. They'd be able to run like 20x faster experiments, most likely, at least 10x faster experiments. They'd be able to use Puffer neocarbs, you know, with the new speed and all that. And so, like major contributors to the environment code would be on any subsequent publications as authors. So I don't know if you're interested in that, but that will potentially be an opportunity. I'm only going to offer this, I think, to you and Spencer based on your contributions to PufferLib so far. So that will be on the table. Though actually Noah's been doing some cool stuff, though I don't think he has the time. Because his recent TCG PR was actually very good code. So, we'll mention there. I don't think you guys don't think he has the time. Otherwise, his code's gotten pretty good. You know what we're gonna do with this? We're gonna do this. So this render method, I want to know exactly where this fails. Seg faults on draw viewer. Let's see what this is. Seg faulted on the third time around, which is kind of weird. Oh no, maybe it was the second. Huh? Well, that doesn't freaking help now, does it? There's nothing in there. Hey, how's it going? Dude, you need to get sleep, my god. I got like just shy of 8 hours, and I would have liked to have gotten like 9 or whatever, but I don't know, I just woke up. Well, that's weird. I have this file exists, and this makes it instaseg fault. Let's see. I have the Vulkan files, but... So I do this unless I'm missing one of these. Vulkan utils doesn't exist. Time being, science side. Sounds good by me. I'm very happy to have people on the science side. Speaking of which, you let me know on the continuous Atari stuff. I have some really good ideas on carbs as well, but I'm gonna need to find like a good 3 days to just work on carbs. And ideally 3 days when I'm fresh, not 3 days at the end of a complete freaking code binge on crazy simulation stuff. Now you can probably PR. That is gonna be such an awesome env. Does it build for web? Because if we can get that to build for web, what we should do is we should come up with at least like, we should come up with a cool shader for the thing. Cool shader or two. And get that online as a demo. That would be so cool. Oh, continuous Atari? Okay. Impulse takes a while. Alright. Continuous Atari stuff would be good to have. We'll accept that as well. We also got, I didn't even check these this morning, but... It's a hard env. So far, none of these parameters have found anything on this. Oh, it's centered at one end. That's probably bad. Yeah, I should kill this because look, it's determinizing way too much. It's doing this, but it has no idea of it has no idea if these params are any good. Yeah, shaders are good to pick up if you've not done that. They're a pain in the ass, but they're good to pick up. Me. Huh? Wait, what the hell? Oh. Dude, how does this shit happen? Makes no sense. Oh, wait. Because I ran it on this branch. There we go. So that should be at 4. Cool UI I want to make very much a backend env. You gotta think about some stuff, yeah? Think about things. Doop-a-doop. I'd be surprised if this is enough to actually do anything. What do we have here? I wonder if just doing this does anything. Why does it sample this cost point up here? Kind of crazy. Should definitely be able to get something out of this before then. Let me see. Num emps. Ah, I see. Yeah, this will do. Well, I accidentally had it not make enough M's. So we'll see if that matters. But it's pretty finicky. It's a hard env. It's very sensitive. It's very hard to get off the ground as well with it. If you don't find something in those initial random samples, carbs and by extension neocarbs can't really do much. So you know that's something that we'll have to tweak and adjust. I mean, this wasn't terrible. Like, it tried some different batch sizes. It tried some very expensive runs, which was a little odd. It tried different learning rates, though. Did it go pretty? It didn't go low enough, I don't think yet. Maybe, hold on. 0004. Maybe I should do that. Yeah, that could help, but I want to try something first. So we do this. I think the mean is we add a 0 here. 000. Yeah, that's better. Let me try this. Okay. And let me make sure this launched. Then we'll just leave this and keep going on our stuff. There you go. Alright, so we'll leave this and we'll keep going on our personal version of hell here. So whatever setting this variable did, screwed up. Let me try something. If I get out of this terminal, I get into this terminal. I forgot there's another thing here. I don't know why I didn't add. Okay, so now can I render? Yeah, so now this renders. You get the window. If I hit continue, I get the render, yep. And then that variable, there was a variable on the form that was set. Where'd it go? Interesting. So this isn't set, but if you set this, it breaks everything. This is from Vulkan Utils. Vulkan Tools. I guess it got renamed. That's a lot of info, my guy. A lot of info. If I do, still seg faults. Is this set now? Nope. GPU 0. This looks wrong. Okay. NVIDIA, I have NVIDIA drivers, you dummy. So we got this. So not set. No, so this is not, it can't find GPU. Lib NVIDIA GL. Well, I'm on 550, so I don't know why you did this. NVIDIA G. Following packages. Let's see if that fixes it. Okay, so that doesn't do anything. Also does not do anything. Try this again with a new shell real quick. No, so it still does not work. Okay, maybe I missed some libraries. No, we already have all that. Ah, hold on. NVIDIA ICD. API version. That's interesting that we have to do that. I don't see the GPU still. Let's see if that screws anything up. Oh, for fuck's sake. Stupid. Um... This is why you don't just copy and paste random shit off of forums. Or actually, was this Jippity? Was Jippity. Hell. There we go. Get rid of that, and we are back. I know what that is, that's fine. Wait, seriously? Must enable... Eh? Ah. Dude, I really don't want to have to redo this container because Isaac is a pain in the ass. God damn it. You know, I knew that that one was like a bad idea. I don't know why I freaking did that. I mean, I didn't know if legitimately that would have been needed. GPU pipeline. Do I have Torch working? No, wait, I do have CUDA working, so what the hell's wrong with this? Oh, maybe it's that Vulkan file. Hold on. No? And this is incredible. I'm gonna have to remake this fucking container. Oh, that actually worked for now. I don't know how that managed to. I don't know how I managed to screw that up, but whatever. So here are bots, and then we get our. Okay, so we're back to where we started at least. Um. Jeez. Works. Now here, okay, so this is Vulkan. So I imagine this is probably the wrong thing because actually, hold on. Where do these get copied to? Oh, how did this happen? Okay. still seg faults. If I do this, I bet this makes it insta-seg fault. You know, it's possible these configs are just so old that they no longer apply to modern systems. I'm gonna be back in about 10 minutes. I'd do a couple quick things. All right. Oh, hey, you made a. You made or you already had an X account. Oh shoot, we still have these bugs to fix. Yeah, we have some leads, I guess. Um, hmm, I see. Lovely. Oh, pain in the ass. Total pain in the ass. No? What about this? Runtime equal inv. Do I have this arg? Let me see if I have this arg. I don't have NVIDIA in here. Okay. How do this thing? Oops. Dash runtime. Let's not do tabs. NVIDIA. Dude, how fucking stupid is this thing? If you don't mind restarting the container, you can delete the container. This is why this shit is bad. It's like if you don't know what you're doing, you just break everything because it's just dumb. Do you see how stupid this thing is? It literally gave me a new container to do that. Is this the thing you can do? Okay, you can't modify the runtime. Do they have, hang on. Okay, well they're freaking wrong because look, this doesn't even have NVIDIA in there, so this is just stupid. So I'm gonna close this tab before it makes me waste more time. Did you know that they're spending $500 billion on this shit? Definitely AGI. And moronic. Network host, GPUs all. X11 forwarding. I think I have this. Right? So yeah, I have the X11 forward. IT. Display. Well, the display works, otherwise I wouldn't get anything. It's not the display. It's not that flag. Let me see. Dash E display. So let me go back to I'm trying to think. Is it possible this isn't a render error and that this is like actually something in the code? It's gonna drive me absolutely insane. You see the full trace here. Importing. Not connecting to PVD. This is fine. Let's see. Integer is required. Default drive mode. Asset options. Let me go look up asset options. Not this. Default mode to use actual actuate joints. Drive mode flags. Not documented. Integers required. Default mode to use to actuate joints. Let me make sure I didn't copy it wrong. I'll just make sure I didn't copy it wrong from somewhere. Okay, you see default DOF drive mode equals DOF mode none. So this is getting set here. I just continue. Just do this. And we seg fault. So not getting any errors. Let me see if I run it without the breakpoint, if that changes anything. This is the only thing I get, and this is what was set in the previous thing. I don't know if this is a problem. What if I just put 0 here? What happens? Yeah, that doesn't do anything, so. The weird thing is it renders 1 frame, right? The weird thing is it renders 1 frame. Let me see. So we have, where is this thing? Oh, hang on. Maybe I've been stupid here. Maybe it's not a system error at all. Let me see. So they do refresh. If not self.viewer, it shouldn't be super. Self.env.render like this. Okay, so what does this do? So we do 1, and we get the bots. And we do 2, and it's seg faults. The same thing. What is it in the base environment? So this is this, right? And we do this. M.render. Doesn't render. So the simulate doesn't freaking. Maybe you are meant to have to simulate before you render. Hang on. Maybe this is a thing. We do like this. Maybe we need to get the sim stable. Okay, that's stable because it's not doing anything though, right? So we got self env step. So this does run the simulator forward. Refresh sim. Observations don't need to be computed. This is fine. So we do this. So this runs, right? And if we do false, I don't actually set up render here, do I? Okay, hold on. I do render here, so what if we do without, right? Okay, so this opens up the window, but it doesn't actually draw anything to it. And now this does not break. It only breaks when you call render twice, which is very odd. It breaks right here on draw viewer. What's the true on this? Render collision. Just switch just to see, real quick. Nope, not that. Step graphics on the sim and then draw viewer crashes. The problem is I don't even know if this is a sim error. Let me try something else. So now this is a black screen, which is interesting. And we get the bot back. Whereas if instead I put this up here, so something's screwing up, I think, with this sim. Because if I render it after 10 steps, I have an empty scene. So I think that's probably... I don't know what it could possibly be, though. Black scene. Okay. Sync frame time. Let's go look for that. They have this thing set to false, which is kind of weird. Super.render on sync frame time. So I think this goes into task, base, sync frame time. Oh, and they don't even use it. Wait, enable viewer sync. Poll.viewer events. So they only ever use this. I mean, if I just do this. Oops. No, that's not going to do anything. Let's see step graphics do. Update the graphics. Well, duh. Sync frame time. I'm trying to think what is needed here. All right, let's try to get the actions maybe to not crash. Let's do this maybe. So we do this. Okay, so this doesn't crash when you step the environment with random actions. I'm trying to think, is there just extra stuff I need to call to make the sim work because everything is loaded in? Let me see. Very interesting that it's still widely used. Well, apparently the thing that they replaced it with is even more of a pain in the ass. Yeah. Look, we're open to adding bindings for all sorts of stuff. This is for a client, this is what they want, this is what we're going to use. It's still widely used. Research is still being published on this. We just have to figure out how to get this thing working. So, I mean, we have this code for our base task as is. Pre-physics, physics, and post-physics is how they do this, all right? And then we do task, and then we look for their step. They have a step and they have a render, but their step also calls render. Doesn't it? Right, so here's the pre-step is this, which I think we have, right? We have actions to PD targets. Hang on, do we not have this? Actions to PD targets. Oh, yeah, because this is that function. And then we unwrap the tensor. And then we set it. And then we step the env. And then the post step has a refresh tensor. The observation stuff doesn't matter, which we call. We have a render, which is update camera. That shouldn't matter. Maybe it does matter. I think we just have update camera in our render though. Yeah, so this is update camera. This is the code. for that. Is there any way I can just see where it's segfaulting? I mean, it's kind of going to be horrifying to run this with GDB, right? Oh, no, wait, was it? Wait, yes. GDB dash R's. Okay, now I just have to do I just have to put this in here where it belongs. And I gotta do like this. Just give me any information. Ah. libvulcan LVP. Okay. So maybe it is just Vulcan being shitty. Okay, this is probably right here. This is probably the thing. Welcome, YouTube folks. We're working on something that will be very cool, but at the moment is terrible debugging. Trying to get Isaac Gym very nice and cleanly running with PufferLib with half of the code of what's typically needed for it. User lib Okay. Okay, that's not how you install that, but yep, that's installed. It's really insistent on this flag, including Vulcan. I don't think I need that flag. Huh. Vulcan, GPU, and Docker. This seems to be the same. Hmm. Vulcan drivers were at version used. You get these drivers. Okay, so this is actually is that what Ian Purton was required until this version, which fixes this problem. Interesting. One point 17. Let's see what they have in here. So need this. That I don't have. Oops. Okay, that's still segfault, so that doesn't help. Vulkan tools. Details? I think I do. Oh, I don't. Hold on. Still segfaults though. I think I have these flags set. Though I might have forgotten to set them in this shell, so let's do that. And then Vulkan info. Okay, we're still not finding this because of this library. Maybe I should look this up instead. That's the least helpful dev I've ever seen. Okay, this is some game. This is different. Now this is too old. So I don't know if this is the problem, but definitely this, not finding the GPU. These are the only two errors. Ah, and wait, we have skipping ICD as well. So that's not getting loaded. So I think I do need to set these paths. Which was, hold on, this is what it looked like before. Let me see if I can find the issue. I think I have all this. Yeah, I do. Eat. So we're just gonna do copy. What if I change this to 1.3? Now we get 2 messages. Because we still don't have NVIDIA. We still don't have this library path. So that seems important. I don't know, that, like, that's not an error. I think that is important. Different. This looks correct to me. And here, yep, this guy can't load his GPU. This guy's a dumbass. Checked installation path of optics and Vulkan. Shouldn't need that. Bump kernel version. Jesus. Do I have this anywhere? No, I don't. Has stone. Reinstall the NVIDIA driver, but this isn't a container. Need to ensure the 3 JSON files exist. Oh, lovely. This is, yeah, so that's not going to help. I don't have this file on my system. Seems some files would be okay, hold on. Maybe I do need that. Let me try. This might actually be correct, unfortunately. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to commit the current stuff. We're going to try this. We're not going to get rid of our current container. Oops. Yes. I think we won't have to do too much because all we have to do is see if Vulkan can see the GPU. So I don't think it's going to be that bad because if Vulkan can't see the GPU, then there's no point and we won't have to go through the whole thing. So yeah, let's do that. Copy dash R Isaac Puffer. Copy dash R Isaac. Where the hell are we? Dash R Docker. Okay, so we're gonna put the Isaac gem into the Docker so we can go deal with that if we need. Oh yeah, also we want to add so all we gotta do is this is Isaac tank. Okay, so we got a new tank here, and we will put Isaac gem into it. The PufferLib. Oh. We shouldn't even need to get Python 3.8 just to test this. We should literally just need to do yeah, so we should just have to do this. New container, gotta update this registry. And I forgot the renders have to be run, these have to be run from within Isaac. And actually Vulkan info. Rep. Okay, so that's not there, but we haven't done this yet. No, we get these same two issues. Oh, but I'm a fucking moron because I forgot to add the flag, so I just made the exact same container. Hold on. Let's do that again. Okay, now we'll try this again. Man. Okay. Try this again. Text. You know, it can't actually find those Mesa drivers, so maybe they're somewhere else and messing stuff up. I'm gonna look into that as well. We have some options here. Okay, so we get the same error still. Let's see. Okay, so this still isn't here. So I don't think this was it. But I am noticing this is, well, that's not there either. That's not there. And what about this one? Is this not where they go? Are these not in /user? Can't remove them because they're not there. That file I would have thought would have been copied. If I run this on the host, oops. If I run this on the host, it's there, right? Yep, that's working. I mean, I could do that. Okay. So it's there. Does not have the path to it. I think this is actually it. I just need the path. Still no. Okay, I'm tempted to just use their Docker file. Options are do it on the host or use their Docker file. The thing is, no, it should render correctly through the Docker file. But I've got to cut losses here. This is like taking way too much time. I don't like the idea of having to install all this crap on my host system. It's probably the easiest thing, though. That's so stupid. That's so incredibly stupid. What's their Docker got in it? Yeah, see, the thing is, if I use their Docker, it's going to be so old, I'm not going to be able to have Puffer Tank running on this. I guess we're going to have to do this on the base, which is like, that sucks, but, that's what we got to do. That'll only, like, that shouldn't take me very long. That should hopefully make the thing work. So, Get me my editor on here. Huh? Excuse me. Apt get. That's so obnoxious. Yeah. Everything needs freaking. Do I not have my user configured for this? Yeah, that's obnoxious. Okay. I don't know what's up with the. Try this. It's why we don't do things on base systems. Permission denied with freaking everything. Where? I don't even see where we're. Oh, here it is. Dude. Yeah. Getting old. I haven't worked on a base system in so long. Neovim/Neovim/. Yeah, very nice. Oh, yeah, we're not doing that. Holy fucking hell, the permissioning. Freaking work. I just have this on my container. What? No, this is cancer. This is actual cancer. I'm not doing this. This is why I work on containers. Right here. This is actually so fucking stupid. I don't know how people dev like this. The Python ecosystem is just retarded. Frickin' virtual M to install an editor. Like, I'm just gonna end up breaking my base system with this, like, crap old package anyways. Can't even do that. The problem is I'm not gonna be able to render this frickin' thing, which is really bad. I honestly don't know what to do about that. Like, I've spent enough time on this. I don't want to put this on a base system install. I'm going to need to have this in a container anyways. And I have absolutely no idea why those files are not getting copied and recognized. I could try their container. Their container is so incredibly old, though. I mean, that's not going to be good enough, right? We know that the issue is at least triggered from an internal Vulkan library. We know that there's some screwiness with the paths. I don't want to just be working on this thing all day is the problem. Like, I need to get the environment running. Like, there's sim side stuff, there's observations. I can't be doing this all day. It's so freaking bizarre that it just fundamentally breaks in a Docker. Like, why wouldn't the software renderer work also? That should just be fine, right? It's just shitty broken software. I mean, I don't even know how the modern ones could possibly be worse than this. I probably should have just, like, pushed that, but I don't know. I had it on good authority that the new ones are even worse. Chat's 2 minutes slow. Are you sure you're not just scrolled back 2 minutes in the video? It's fastest on Twitch. It shouldn't be 2 minutes though. It's still freaking Vulcan. It's just like god awful. The NVIDIA cannot open shared file. No such file or directory. This should have a path on it. This should be on this is on LD library path, right? GLX. Where is it expecting this thing? User lib. Oh, this is where it's expecting it. There's no libglx NVIDIA SO, right? You're supposed to remove. Okay, so this is here, right? So these need to get removed. Okay, just libegl. So those are separate. So these are actually removed. GLXMS is different. Now we want libglx NVIDIA here, which we should. Let me see. Okay, so for CP, sir. Lib. Okay. User lib 6. Slash. Okay, and now if now it's there, right? NVIDIA.so. So this is now there. So it's got to be looking in the wrong place. GLX underscore NVIDIA. Yeah, because this is absolutely where it should be. Where else would it be looking? It's going to be something else. Installation. So let's see. Now we have this. I'll check the Vulkan API version. 1.3. What this? Failed to create instance in ICD1. Probably because I can't find that file. Library path. Should be able to find that. Okay, this is one thing. What if we give it an absolute path? This is possible. What in the hell? Oh my gosh. X64 slash. You know, this is kind of ridiculous. Unless if this is symlink. Wait. Duh. Okay. So, there it is. There it is. So that's freaking obnoxious. And then all we need to do is this should be now hopefully it should just find the path. Oh, 120. GLSI, I just typoed it. Wait, what? GLSI. Okay, that's not a symlink. Oops. I think it just needs more files. How many of these do you think there are? Star. Can we seriously not do star? Okay. Error unknown. Lovely. Well, I mean, I've just manually copied a bunch of files over, so probably something screwed up. Um, the question is, why aren't any of these files added? Like, these should be in the container. Yep, that works. Inspect Docker logs. Nope. Yep. Nope, these aren't there. You need to, during the Docker build up, hold on. Otherwise, so do we need to rebuild the containers? Default. Hang on. During Docker build. Docker run. Does this need to be done Docker? Let me see. Does not need to be set. It only needs to be specified at runtime. Okay, so actually we should be able to debug this without. We should be able to do some stuff. Runtime NVIDIA. Test. Yes, stop. One sec. So, already exists? It does not exist. Okay. Whatever. So this runs. And what do we have here? User lib. Lib. 86. Okay, so this is not included. Yes. It's literally tells me the same thing 5 times. Stupid. Paste the output here. I wonder if it's mounting them in a different spot. Okay, hold on. Maybe this is needed to get those additional graphics. Copy this. Okay. Ah, there it is. Okay. That actually gives us the container. That actually gives this to us. Okay, so this is better now. PS-A tank test tank PS-A. Okay. This is actually good because the thing is I'm going to need to have a Docker working anyways with this. So even though this takes a shit ton of time and it's a pain in the ass, I need to get this working. There's not really a way around it. Okay, so pull Gem, and then render. We want to update. We need this. Vulkan info. View. Error unknown. See if this does anything. Error unknown. Okay, this is getting farther than before at least. NVIDIA, what's this? Visible devices, all, and then NVIDIA driver abilities. I want to set this to all just in case. I'm starting to get hungry and I gotta run today, so we're gonna have to do that. Capabilities, all, visible devices, all. All right, so test. We will make progress. What? Hmm. Interesting. Oh, there's our GPU. So, okay, the damn GPU finally shows up. I need to install Python 3.8. Python 8 pip install dot. Pip. How do you install pip for Python 3.8? How do I install pip for? I think there's a script, you just curl. Yeah, this is it. We do this. And then dude, what the fuck? Just due to that should not freaking matter. This kills. I should add this to the tank. Hold on. How much experience? Very little. It's a bad algorithm. The base of it, at least. I mean, I played with it in 2016. Like, the base algorithm really doesn't do very much. I mean, Rainbow's kind of like, whatever, 3, 4, 5 years worth of improvements bolted onto that. In a very inelegant way. You're not installing Torch 2.4.1. Torch, yeah. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to do Puffer first. Python 3.8 pip install e dot like this. Do you see masks work? Masks for what? There are a million different things you could be masking. For inputs that are sometimes not there. Why are inputs not there? Dude, what the fuck is wrong with this thing? Holy hell. Oh, okay. Well, we can do something about that. We don't need the extensions for Isaac. We'll just, you know. Like when an input is unknown, that's not how environments work. You got to be clearer about what you mean by a missing input. Because there are scenarios in which you mask missing inputs, but it sounds like you're describing a situation that should not happen. Well, like, what if my item isn't there, but I don't know what you're referring to. Are specific variables in the observations missing? Is the entire observation like what is it? Okay, it's still trying to freaking compile extensions. Try this. So my AI receives a bunch of inputs. That's the observation. 8 of them are to 8 possible items. However, it's unlikely the AI will have 8 items. Is 0, or should I include a mask? Well, the mask is just going to set items to a specific value. So unless you're using 0 to indicate something specific, then yeah, it probably should just be 0. You know, it could be -1 if you're actually using 0. You don't want it to be negative infinity or something. That'll just break your network. Right, this shit is still somehow running. Let me just remove. Let me see if it's caching. Depends on the data types of those items as well. Okay, why is it still attempting to compile extensions? I have no extensions. There are no extensions whatsoever. Right? Extensions. I do have, wait, hold on. And what specifically is screwing up? Include Python. No. Okay, as long as I'm not using 0. Yeah, you can, but the thing is 1 to 6 different item types, those are also going to get one-hotted. So yeah, what you would do is, if 1 to 6 are different item types and that's a discrete variable, then you would have 0 would essentially be the like missing value, and then you would one-hot it with the 7 unique different values. So it would become a 7-way discrete, a 7-way one-hot. It would turn into a length 7 vector one-hotted, or alternatively you embed it into a fixed dimension like 32 or 64, which is basically, I mean, that's the same thing. Terminated. Already is okay. What is one-hotted? Look that up. That's important. You essentially, if you have, like, you have 7 different options, 0 through 6 there. So a one-hot encoding, you make a length 7 vector, you fill it with zeros, and then you set the index of the variable to a 1. So if you have, like, if your variable's 1, you set the second element to a 1. And the rest 0. Ah, stupid me. Python 3 dev. Holy hell. Would suggest doing 231N. I mean, those two courses, right? 231N, 106X, give you just like, it'll just fill in a bunch of random gaps that you've got. I mean, that's like baseline knowledge to be able to teach yourself other stuff and pick stuff up. Before you have that, you're kind of like, you're missing tools in your toolkit. I don't know, it's like trying to do a carpentry project, but all you have is a hammer and a screwdriver. You're not going to have a good time. Alright, so that now builds. It's a gem. 3.8. Yep, install. Dot. Why are you installing Torch 2.4.1? Stupid. I mean, it shouldn't. Oh, you know why it is? Because I'm dumb. No, 3.8. Pip install dot PRL. Do that. Now give me Torch 241, yep. I swear it's like when I'm doing actual dev, people get bored, but when I'm suffering through just horrible, like the worst infrastructure stuff ever, it's like, oh yeah, that sounds fun. This is 100% breaking my container right here, and I have no idea why. I'm literally just gonna have to redo the container after this, I'm sure. And then we'll have to go figure out why the hell this has done this. Torch should just be on the container. I don't know why it's doing that. Oh wait, never mind. You know why? It's because it's a different Python version. We're probably fine. Yeah, you know, I probably should have pushed to not work on this platform. But I've been told that Isaac Lab and the newer ones are even worse. Which, I mean, I kind of doubt with how bad this has been. But, you know, who knows? Um, okay, so now it no longer tries to get torch. I probably have to reboot the shell. And hopefully CUDA works. And hopefully Vulkan picks up the GPU. No, man. I'm about 10 years off of that. Apparently. Whoops. Okay, that actually does work. Yeah. Info. Review. It sees the GPUs. So then we can do 3.8. None type. Failed to load, that's fine. We know what that is. I just forgot to commit a file. Oh, okay, so it immediately black screens, but it no longer seg faults. Okay, that's progress. This is progress. We fixed the Vulkan mess, so I'm probably messing up the sim or something somehow. But I fixed the horrible driver hell. It was Docker container flags. Jesus Christ. Kernel scripts haven't been updated. Heh. Don't use loops. Crazy. Okay. It's 11:46. I'm gonna go for a run. I'm gonna get some food. I'm gonna do some exercise. I'm gonna get myself in shape. This has been now what's this? 20 hours of coding in the last, I don't even know, 30 or something, but less than that. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get myself restored a bit, and I'm gonna come back and we're gonna figure out the rest of this mess. For folks who are interested in RL that is much more interesting than this, we've got tons of ultra high performance reinforcement learning environments you can play with right on our website. This is a trained agent playing this live. We've got them for most of these games. It's all free and open source. You can start the GitHub to help me out a whole bunch for free. We've got a Discord with a ton of people building cool RL stuff if you want to get involved. We've got some articles here on the blog, and if you want more content, there's some articles on my X you can't find anywhere else, and I post a bunch of stuff about RL. Be back in a few hours.